This is what I saw when I came to Banda Aceh in Sumatra a week after last year's Boxing Day tsunami. It was a city the size of Auckland turned into a pile of rubble. We're about a mile inland from the sea in Banda Aceh, and this is the roof of a two-storey house. And as you can see, all along here, flood debris, pieces of building, and we're 20 feet up from the ground. So it gives you some idea of how high the tsunami was when it came through here. Pretty much flattening everything as far as the eye could see in every direction. It's just staggering, really. There were reminders everywhere of how high the water had reached. Coming into the city, I saw it in the white line at the bottom of the hills. And later, on the wall of this destroyed cement works. In a dead-end alley like this, it was easy to imagine the power of the waves surging through. This was your house?
Yeah.
And I'll never forget the day my interpreter, Anwar, returned to his family home for the first time since the tsunami.
House, no problem, but family, I don't know where they are.
I see some terrible things through my viewfinder, but while I can use my camera to pass on to people what I see and hear, it's useless when it comes to smell, and the smell of death was everywhere. Well, I'm back in Banda Aceh. It's been 11 months since the tsunami hit, and I'm just back here to see what kind of progress the locals have made in reconstructing their city. I was amazed by the scale of the clean-up, and it felt like life was getting back to normal. But away from the main street, there are still plenty of reminders of the tsunami. This barge is stranded 7 kilometres inland. It's now an unofficial memorial of the tsunami. It's impossible to move it, and the road was built around it. Part of my reason to come back to Aceh was to catch up with Anwar, my interpreter. This is his first trip back home since our last visit. This part of the city is still like a ghost town. It's as if time stopped when the tsunami struck.
I just found it, my sister has car.
The only things growing here are weeds and decay.
My sister and my brother and her couple children missing, gone with the tsunami, and nobody found it, their corpses. 40 members of my family were gone also.
Anwar's tragic story is a familiar one.